What if I told you the way it has always been done is not the best way? Facing your fears will change your life. The passion behind this journey is merging two separate worlds into one with the goal of creating value and awareness for a better life.
I'd rather be sidelined trying to achieve greatness than watch greatness achieved and it only set on the sideline. Now introducing your host, Jacob Emery.
This episode is brought to you by R&R Pipeline, an infrastructure company. Our purpose? Enhancing America's infrastructure with a safety-driven, integrity-led culture that provides an environment for team members to grow and thrive. So many people think that entrepreneurship is fairly simple or easy. They only see the external accomplishment, accolade, lifestyle, without understanding what it took to get there. So if someone presents a "you're lucky" comment or situation to you, they're jealous of the desired things that you have obtained, but not the amount of obsession you've had to have to obtain them. So I almost guarantee anybody that knows what a driven entrepreneur goes through, I would bet 99% of the world would not be willing to do the thing that got them there, would not face the adversity and overcome it, challenge their fears, put in the extra time during the day and during the night that is not seen. It's underlying relentless effort and output to get the thing that you desire to have. And the one guaranteed thing about entrepreneurship, it is going to be hard. It is going to be a lot of hard work. And the only guarantee is there is no guarantee that you will succeed regardless of the output and the effort that you put in. Entrepreneurship is a wild, wild road because there is a known cost, which is your output, but there is an unknown outcome, which is your return on the investment. There is no guarantee that you are going to get the thing that you desire with the amount of output that you think it takes. Everyone that has been down this path can be relentless and work really, really hard with all the great intent and effort and still come up short and still become a failure to their goal. The fact that you are going to do something very, very difficult, very hard, and you do not know what the return is, really sets you up to have a difficult time with a mindset of positivity and continuing to push through when it's really hard. Just because you keep going and just because you continue to have the output raises your chances of becoming successful to the thing that you desire to have. If you go all in and you know that your output is at a maximum, you just have to keep going because either you keep going or you die. And if you don't die, you basically succeed. Nothing says stagnation like a comfort zone and being comfortable as an entrepreneur. When you get a return on investment and become complacent is the beginning of maintenance per se, but I look at it like a downhill. The marketplace is always going to catch up and exceed your current reality. So if you're not continuing to push forward and grow, the marketplace will catch you and pass you. And understanding that fact, but then being intentional with what you're doing and why you're doing it. Also, knowing that it's going to be painful. It's going to hurt. It's not going to be pleasant a lot of the time. That's just the reality of it. There's going to be ups and downs, roller coasters that you would have never have foreseen coming. That's part of the journey, and that's expected. Whenever you're up against these tough times, do not judge yourself on how you feel. Judge yourself on how you feel by what you do. So despite how you feel, you continue to do the thing that you need to do. Today, I did not feel like waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Quite frankly, I thought I was going to have to crawl out of bed. I am callous enough and It's ingrained in my DNA now that this is just what I have to do on this day. Today's Thursday. I got to get up at this time. I have to go do this thing. And by doing so, this is what I get out of it. It doesn't mean I want to. I don't judge myself on how I feel, because if I did, 50 to 75% of the time, I probably would not even do the thing I need to do. So I don't judge myself on how I feel. I judge myself on what I do, regardless of my feelings, how I feel. So know that majority of the time you're not going to feel like doing it. There's nothing wrong with that. Majority of the day, throughout the day, you're not going to feel like doing the next thing that you know you have to do to get where you want to go. And that's also okay. You just have to keep going. And if it don't kill you, then you win. And if it does kill you, then you don't know any better. At the end of the day, you have to continue to go regardless of how you feel. But also, don't mistake activity for achievement. So just because you're busy, just because you're going and doing things, just because your output is high, doesn't mean that you're going to achieve anything. And it doesn't mean that activity is progress. You can run circles and go nowhere fast with a lot of effort put out and a lot of energy given up. So you have to understand that entrepreneurship is insanely difficult. And you have this known output, which majority of us underestimate the actual output needed to get what we desire. Majority of the time, it's 2 to 10 times harder. And it's going to take 2 to 10 times more work and effort and energy than we had anticipated. And that is the joy of entrepreneurship. Because having the thing isn't fun. Trying to get the thing is the fun. But once you have it, is it really that much fun? What's the point of success if it wasn't difficult? What's the point of chasing your dreams if they were easy to get? It wouldn't be any fun. The process to get the thing that you desire, the unknown of what the return on investment is going to be, is what entrepreneurship is all about. And knowing that you have to create value in the marketplace also leads to this. Value is a perception. So just like you have a known output without a known return on investment, also with that, value is a perception and it's not a calculation. You cannot measure value with a calculation. It is a perception that is received to the marketplace that you get a return on. Value is something people feel, not something we tell them they get. It is not a numbers never lie scenario. It is not a game of cards where it is transparent. Value is a perception, and how you receive that value in the marketplace, the value of your product in the marketplace, is only as good as your intent and your effort to get it out there and showcase it. And this shit is hard, and it is okay. The best part about it, though, is the unknown. And if you apply yourself hard enough, and you work hard enough, and you do the hard thing day after day after day, regardless of how you feel, more than likely, the outcome will be bigger and better than you could have ever projected. Understanding that from the base level, that entrepreneurship, very hard. There's a known cost, a known amount of time that's going to have to be put in to get the thing that you think you desire to have, and you don't know what the outcome will be. Don't worry about the opinions of other people that are not where you want to go. If you're doing anything based on an opinion from others, you are doing it for the wrong reason. Know that your value in the marketplace is only as good as you communicate it to the marketplace. And if you create value of some sort, but it's not delivered, then it's really no value. If you deliver value, but it's not perceived, it's also not valuable. So your value that is created has to be delivered and perceived in the marketplace by how you make people feel. That will eventually lead to you getting your desired outcome. This episode is brought to you by Max Effort Muscle. For all your supplement needs, go to maxeffortmuscle.com.